Marino's Barbershop, located in the Marshalls Plaza in Poughkeepsie, New York, right on Route 9, open 7 days a week. Contact them today, 845-454-7226 for all of your hairstyling needs, and let them know that Gabriel sent you from Finally TV. Again, it's 845-454-7226, Marino's Barbershop. Allcrete Concrete Placement LLC, serving Hudson Valley, New York, with a wide variety of services, including installation and repair of driveways, garage floors, patios, sidewalks, walkways, and stairs, stamped concrete, color, seal, and epoxy. Allcrete is fully insured, 27 years of service. Contact today to get your quote. Yeah, what's going on, party people? It is your boy Gabriel, the What We Talking About podcast, with you every Tuesday, 7 on Facebook and YouTube. One day I may think about going to Instagram too, but right now it's a little bit more of a pain than I care to deal with. So when the team gets stronger, when the team gets bigger, when I get some more technology in here, we'll be on Instagram too, and coming for you so you could listen everywhere. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody. Welcome back. August 2nd. I can't believe that it's August already. And I just want to give a big shout out to the sponsors out here. You know, you got Marino's Barbershop. Salute to Sal and Marino and the whole crew over there. You got Rusty and all them. And then there's Allcrete. Shout out to Ernie Carrillo and his whole staff over there. Allcrete. That weird looking foundation, that weird looking sidewalk, that pool that's messed up, all that concrete that you see around the pool. Allcrete. They take care of all that. They put the glaze on things. They could refinish stuff. So you'll be in good shape there. We will be joined by co-host extraordinaire, King of Blackout, will be in the building. He'll join us in just a few moments, in a few minutes. But until then, let's hit that like. Let's hit that share. Let's get people up in here. Let them know that what we doing, what you doing. Make sure you're hitting that comment, hit that like, hit that share. I want to know what y'all doing. And I got some questions for you. I really want to know. Today we're going to talk about weird celebrities. We're going to talk about a little bit of basketball. We're going to talk about some stages and some music. You already know. I got some Voice of the Valley news for y'all. Yo. Oh, what's going on? NHO Bravo in the building, man. You got to send that music too. You already know. You know, we like chopping it up with y'all in the studio with the Rec Boys. What's good? Every Wednesday, you know, you could catch in the studio with the Rec Boys, and they are on Instagram already, and they're on Facebook, and they're on YouTube. They, what else? That's 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm watching things on the screen. I'm trying to make this all happen seamlessly. But thank you for joining. You already know, if you're not already subscribed and following Finally TV, please do that now. It means so much to the channel to know who the supporters are and to get those numbers up so those algorithms come flowing my way, flowing our way, so I can take all that light, shine it down on this 845 and show everybody the talent that we have here. NHO, you know we got time, baby. You know we got time. I will definitely take care of that. And we will sit on this show and talk about your music. You already know. You already know. Yo, you know, I got a picture. I'm waiting for you to mess with me because I got a picture of construction company, and it's like Bravo tiling or something. So I was gonna hit you with a text and send you that and be like, yo, I know second hustles are good, son. You ain't telling me you into tiling. But yeah, when I seen that, I always think of you. Bravo. Every time I see the word Bravo now, I think of you. I hear Blackout, I think of this dude over here. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a connection now in my brain and I can't help it. So, you know, hit that like, hit that share. Blackout's gonna be in here. He's just getting things situated. Shout out to Angie. Shout out to all the supporters. You know, I got a brand new, we're joined by Blackout. I got a brand new Voice of the Valley that's out here now with the one Fame Gretzky. If y'all don't know who he is, y'all been sleeping. But if you heard of Fame Gretzky, chances are that you don't know a lot of his story, right? I didn't find any interviews with him, you know, so like this interview is good for y'all to get to know this gentleman, but what a dope artist, man, with a ill mind, you know. So shout out Fame Gretzky. Go run those numbers up on that Voice of the Valley. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I'm actually in the works with having T Montana on Voice of the Valley, so that's gonna be super dope. I didn't know that brother was down in Atlanta as well. So when I hit him up, I wanted to do a in-person with him, and he was like, yo, that'd be great, but you gotta wait till I come back up there. I'm in Atlanta now. I was like, so he's moving and shaking and doing his thing. So shout out to Tito Montana, man. I'm gonna have fun with that interview. He's been doing his thing for a while. And right now you can go and check out that Fame Gretzky on YouTube, only on Finally TV. You already know what it is. Hit that like, hit that share. I want to talk about some stuff, man. I'm just waiting for Black to join us because I want to get obviously his opinion. I want him to say what up to y'all. But talk to me. Who's in here? Who's up in here with me? It looks like there's like 4, 5, 6 people up in here. Say what's up in the chat so I can say what's up to you. I know the Rec Boys in here. I know NHL Bravo in the building. He's always working on something. I love that you like a new dad, bro, too. I be seeing the post. Happy. That's great to see, man. Brings a smile to my face, man. Brings a smile to my face. Familia, you know? Good for that, man. Shout out to everybody with families out there who take care of theirs. You know what I mean? Because that's what's up, man. We got to be there for each other. You know, shout out to my pack, Angie and Hazel, you know. Sometimes it's easy to take, take for granted or underappreciate those in your life, right? Like I was reflecting back the other day with Ange, and I'm telling her like, damn, man, I'm 46 years old. What? 46 years old, you know, and like, you know, God bless, man. Like I have both my parents, you know, and I know that, you know, not everybody can say that, you know, at that, especially at that age, right? At this advanced age of mine, right? So, you know, I try to like, you know, slow down a little bit, say what's up, right? Because you want to be like that. You know, like it's so easy to just not call or not stop by and just assume they'll be there when you need them or when you want to talk to them. You know what I mean? But, you know, they're getting older and stuff. So, you know, shout out to my papi and me mommy out there. My mom's a gangster. My mom's a straight gangster. I don't know. Some of y'all met my mom at the Voice of the Valley showcase, right? Because she, you know, I'm surprised she didn't grab the microphone. She was up there dancing. She was dancing with Ice to God during his set, like no joke. Like I had to go and get my mom. She was like, she was so like in tune with the energy. She's sitting there dancing with Ice. No joke. Yo, what's goody? You doing the weird no camera thing today?
Yo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What are you doing? He's being such a weirdo. Yo, appreciate that, man. Yeah, with the YIT Foundation, where they support veterans and low-income families to try to find housing and stuff for them. Super dope. I really enjoyed that interview, man. That was good to do. What up, Blackout? King Blackout in the building. What's going on, sir?
Yo, I'm fucking mad, bro. What you mean?
What?
You put me on camera. Look, I had a mouthful of food. You aired my shit out. You heard me? Yeah, I mean, how looking crazy, bro. What's good?
I thought you was giving me the countdown. You was like 3, 2, 1. I legit thought you gave me a countdown. I was like, all right,
that's
cool.
Crazy.
You did though.
I said 2-3 minutes. He was like 2-3 seconds. Bet you live.
This guy. All right. How was your food? Did you get to taste it?
I mean, not really, because you know the show must go on. Not as good as my other spot, my go-to. You know what I mean, from my last residence. But it's
okay.
All right. It was all right.
It's all right. So it sounds like you're not going. You still on the hunt for a spot. It sounds like.
Listen, everywhere you go, bro, you gotta find the fire taco spot. So these was like, they was all right.
For me, it's not the taco spots. For me, it's the Chinese spot.
That is also a factory, but I already got a Chinese spot out here. You ready? You ready for this one? It's none of them because they're all trash in this area.
Sounds like Highland Falls, New York. York, they all trash. Like super trash. Like you got to go to Stony Point to get good Chinese food.
But I'm good,
China King out in Stony Point's actually pretty good though. They make a hell of a beef fried rice. Let me tell you, man.
Okay, I prefer shrimp fried rice, but you know, I can rock with it. I don't like beef in my mouth, so
weird.
Pause. I don't know why you do, but pause. Shout out to our non-sponsor. Do say.
Yo, shout out to the sponsors though. Marino's Barbershop and All Crease. Salute to those entities, man. Today we're gonna have it's special because I got 2 songs for 3 the Hard Way. We got somebody from New Zealand possibly coming to the show, and then we got Jay Arroyo should be in the building, and I got his joint. Sounds like next week we're gonna have an NHO Bravo joint. Then hopefully the week after that, or maybe 2 weeks after that, I'm gonna have that Remy Black video, right?
I mean, you gotta. I don't want to put a time on it because you know people got to edit it. Once it's shot, you know the editor might take 2, 3, 4 weeks. So,
here we go.
Once again, bro, why are you? Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. It's like you think I control the world, and I don't control the world. And look, I respect the respect you show. But I'm not shooting. I'm not the editor. I'm not none of that. I'm not doing the Adobe shit. That takes time. So it takes as long as it takes. But it's coming. And I appreciate you looking forward to that. That's what you saying means to me. I need that, Black. I'm looking forward to that, Black. I respect that.
Yo, shout out to Rec Boys and HO Bravo for sharing the live, man. I appreciate that. I don't know if you was listening to me before, but my famed Gretzky Voice of the Valley is out right now. Dope interview. Very interesting person with a great perspective. I didn't know he was from Brooklyn and moved up here. I actually thought he was from Newburgh and moved to Poughkeepsie. But I had that all wrong. So that's what Voice of the
Ain't everybody from the Valley from New York City?
It seems that way sometimes. I mean, even me, like the roots are in Westchester and the Bronx and all that. You know, it's just I came up here young, so you know what I mean. But it is true. A lot of people are transplants from the city over here. It's one of the reasons why the area got popping. People were finding it to be a retreat from the city.
Yeah, and now look at us. I don't think so many Teslas and like BMW 350Zs from all these 19-year-old kids from Westchester who got money up here. Just this summer has been so trash. They all up here this summer.
Listen, you so right when you say that. I saw this was a young lady. She was driving an S6. I was like,
we don't drive that up here.
Wow. I was like, okay. She couldn't have been more than 21. No way would be more than 21. You know what I mean?
Must be nice, bro.
What's that?
Must be nice.
It must be nice, is what I say. So let's talk about some things that have gone down in the last week or so, just to kind of recap a few things, right? Bill Russell passing, man. Salute to the legend. Rest in peace.
Who's Bill Russell?
Bill Russell was a center, played for the Boston Celtics back in the 60s, right? Like the game isn't even played the same no more, right? Like, what do you need a center for? You just need 5 dudes that can shoot threes and you good. And a Draymond.
Or Giannis.
Yeah, and a Giannis, right? Exactly. But salute to that brother. 11 championships in his lifetime. I mean, unmatched at this point. Who knows if it'll never happen again, right?
Nah.
I don't think so. He had multiple MVPs and, you know, in those of being the best player, you know, because I don't think they actually named MVPs back then, but, you know, he was always the most important player. So rest in peace to that brother. I wanted to remember him today because like we don't really get into sports too much on the show, with him passing and stuff, and then you start seeing all the posts. Now everybody's like a Bill Russell fan. Like, I wish they wouldn't do that. But I do applaud showing him some respect and all that stuff. But the ultimate signs of respect came from, people that I idolized, and every time I think of Bill Russell, I think of the great Michael Jordan, and how Jordan would always deflect when he was asked if he thought he could compete, with Bill Russell or vice versa, or who was better. And I would love the way Mike would always deflect and say that, it's so unfair to compare the eras. It's really unfair to put his talent set against mine when you're just looking at video, and to say, I could have held my own, or he couldn't hold me, I would have broke his ankles. Like, you don't know that there's no way to do that. He wasn't put up against that.
I'm gonna say something that y'all might not want to hear, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Say.
Bill Russell is average in 2022 as a basketball player. Remember, Bill Russell wasn't even the size of a center. Like, Bill Russell was like 6'9", 220. Like, he was like a light power forward. Like, he was not a big dude compared to modern NBA centers who are 7 foot 250. Like, he's a power forward, maybe, without a jump shot. So, like, and not to denigrate what he did. Look up denigrate. That's your word for the day. But he'll be a power forward, and probably an average one if he played today. But because he played in the time when it wasn't no 3-point line, and for some reason tall people wanted to swim, he dominated.
He was 6'10", but he had a 7'4" wingspan.
Now look it up again. He was 6'9". He was 6'9" and some change. Don't give me that 6'10" shit. This is a well-known fact. Bill Russell was 6'9".
I just looked at it.
Nope, not with no shoes on. We don't do that. He was 6'9", 220.
6'10", 220, 7'4" this way.
He was 6'9". He was 220. He's a modern day power forward, and he ain't had no jump shot. And in 2022, he would have been like
inside
an 8 man.
work.
Right,
all inside work.
He's too light. He was too light for today's NBA. So is Bill Russell as good as he is if he played in 1990? Even like, is he still Bill Russell? What you think from a basketball standpoint? Because I don't see it. I watched those tapes, bro. I don't see it. He was just bigger than niggas.
I think that, like one of my idols, Michael Jordan, I would say it's unfair to say definitively, but just for the sake of conversation, I think he would have still fared well in today's game, only because it wasn't like he wasn't athletic. He was athletic. He was. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think he would have been able to adapt to the game. What made him dope was his basketball IQ. You know what I'm saying? He always knew where to be on the court. He was collecting rebounds and putbacks at a clip that people just couldn't understand. If you watch highlights of him, a lot of his stuff is somebody's missing and he's just right there, just putting a putback and just trotting back. You know what I'm saying? And he just did that so effectively and efficiently, to the tune where they could rely on that as a team, you know what I'm saying? And they were able to win 11 championships with that in the middle of everything. You mean, so like, do I think he could have played with like this? What?
Go ahead.
I'm saying, if you think he could have played with like the Sean Kemps of the 90s and all them,
dudes are super athletic.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sean Kemp was one of the most athletic people I've ever seen touch a basketball. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how Russell does there. But I think he would have competed, and he would have competed in a smart way. So I think he would have figured it out. That's
fair. What you said is fair. He would have competed. But bro, let me give you 5 power forwards from the 90s to the 2000s. You tell me, does he compare to any of them? Ready?
Yeah.
Can he guard? Hold up. Can he guard Tim Duncan? Can he do anything with Duncan? Anything? Nope.
I don't know.
Not shit. Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. He couldn't do shit with Tim Duncan. You ready for this? Could he compete with Karl Malone, who was built like a cement statue?
Right.
Karl Malone was 6'9", 255, had muscles on his ears. That's a different dude. Am I wrong?
No, he was a.
All right. Could he compete with Kevin Garnett, who was 7 foot and had a handle and was like Durant without the 3-point range? Not shit with that guy. Nothing. Am I wrong? Could he compete with Garnett? Dirk Nowitzki. These are all power forwards.
These are
He can't do shit with Dirk.
All time. These are all time.
But they all played in the same era. Is my point. They all come from the 90s to the 2000s era. Bill ain't got a fucking chance. It's a different game.
Who's your fifth one? McGrady? Was McGrady a shooting forward?
McGrady was a shooting guard.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I don't know what you doing, bro.
I'm not thinking of McGrady. I'm thinking of somebody else. But who was your fifth?
Who you think my fifth is?
From the 90s?
90s to 2000s? Pippen's a small forward. Bro, you need to learn basketball. Look, Gabe, you got to learn the game of basketball, brother.
Horace Grant. He would handle Horace Grant all day long, bro.
No, I'm giving you somebody who doesn't have an all-time great offensive repertoire. Dennis Rodman versus Bill Russell.
I think that Rodman's IQ in basketball is probably the closest to Bill's out of those five,
if not higher. That the man was called the Worm. That man was a hustle machine. He going to get those balls. Now, I will say this: Russell made the block rebound a thing. Like people used to block the ball out of bounds, but he used to block it, tap it up, and get the board. Like that shit was phenomenal. So I'm just having a little fun with the basketball conversation. But I will say this: Bill Russell's activism is what stands out to me, right? As somebody, I'm not old enough to ever watch him play in person. All I've ever seen is highlights and clips. But the Bill Russell that I know about is the activism and the fact that he spoke out on topics that were meaningful and impactful to me is what I know him for. And I think a lot of people from my generation know him as, right? You hear the stories about Bill Russell, basketball player, but you saw the activism and standing up for equality and black people's rights. And I think to me, outside of basketball, because I don't think he compares well. A skill set is a skill set, right? He was 6'9", 220. You can call him 6'10" in shoes, but as a center, even dudes like Eric Dampier and Michael Olowokandi are just physical specimens playing that position. He don't match up well to me in basketball talent, and these are dudes who are scrubs. But his activism and what he meant for black people and how he used his platform to give light to things that we were facing, and the fact that he played in an era where racism was very much present and up front and center is his legacy. And I'm not calling him Jackie Robinson, but it's Jackie Robinson-esque because he was the one that can articulate the things that he was experiencing and feeling. Does that make sense? He would talk about those things, and that was like, that's dope. That's really dope what he was doing.
Yeah, he like actually used his voice, and it was like he's playing in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? And it shit was not like how it is now.
They ain't want him, bro. They ain't want him out there.
What I'm saying? Yeah, and he went out there and he definitely stood up for what he thought was right, and he'll always get respected for that. I agree. Interesting. I think who's the best player right now in the league? Is it
in the NBA?
Yeah,
right now. Ooh, can I give my top three? Because I don't know which one's the top one.
Are you gonna say Durant and the Greek Freak in there?
Yes.
Who's your third?
Luka Doncic. Yeah, and it's crazy because he's not athletic, so it makes what he does even more impressive. Because he's not athletic, he's not a skywalker. He doesn't get above the rim. He's just killing dudes with just smarts and footwork and fundamentals. And that's what Duncan did. That's why, like Duncan played power forward, even though he was a center. It started off because of David Robinson being there, right? But Robinson left like 4 years later. Duncan could have moved to the 5 way sooner. He didn't because he was just smarter than dudes. He's just smart. Yeah. So like, nah, bro, it's Doncic. Like Doncic and Duncan wasn't athletic. Luka Doncic is like modern day Duncan. He just kills you with fundamentals. Kills you, makes you look silly, and can't outrun anybody on the court. You figure it out.
So interestingly enough, you don't bring up Curry here?
No. Because you asked me about best player. Curry is the best shooter in the NBA still. Can't guard, can't defend, and that's half of the game. He don't do none of that. Not even a little bit.
I respect it. I've never seen anybody shoot like that kid, though.
That boy shoot crazy. But he can't stop. He can't stop me on the court. He just can't.
Bro, like Ray Allen. He's even sharper than Ray Allen was. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's wet. He's wet as hell. I like Ray Allen's form a lot better than I like Curry's form. Like that rainbow shot, though his shot is super wet. It's the wettest shot I've ever seen. But I just like the way Ray would get up really fast and like flick it. It was a flick with Ray. And it was just fucking water. Like Reggie Miller used to do this. He used to cross his arms. Like, what the fuck is that? But it was wet.
Yeah.
I think Ray Allen had one of the prettiest forms. I also think, you want to talk basketball a little bit. Rashard Lewis, remember him?
You
Look at his shooting form. Was fucking beautiful. For a dude that was 6'10", beautiful.
Yo, Robert Horry looked real pretty shooting those threes too at the end of games, bro. The way he was.
Not when he got older, he looked weird. I mean, it was still going in, but he looked weird as fuck.
But I used to like the way he used to gather himself. Like right before the shot, he always had that cool looking gather.
But you asked the question: who is your top three in the NBA right now? Why did you put Curry up there when he can't play D?
No, I don't put Curry up there. I just said it's interesting that you don't bring him up here at all. I just think I've never seen a shot like his before in my life. I like two-way people, man. I always have. My idol was that way. You know, even who I like to watch in the more modern times, like LeBron. You know, he's a two-way player, man. Like, Bron will chase you down and put your joint on the backboard and run that and slam it. You know what I'm saying?
28-year-old LeBron was a two-way player
all day.
Not today, LeBron. And he hasn't been like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but he's old now. Yeah,
right. But I'm just saying, like, he like Jordan was a two-way player for a decade.
Yeah.
Agreed? Mm-hmm. Like his first few years in the league, he was blowing up 40 points a night, damn near. And then he became a two-way player. Yeah. LeBron had like 3 years where he played defense. Like at his prime, his physical peak, he locked in on D. But when he was young, he didn't. And then when he got over 30, he didn't. He would hide and then come out of the weak side to get blocks. And it made him look like he played D, but he wasn't playing no fucking D. There's a difference.
He was sneaky he is sneaky like that still.
Yeah, he does that. And he plays great D. No, he doesn't. He's over there hiding on a weak-ass three-point shooter. And then he'll run into the play at the last moment when you don't see him and block you from behind. That ain't good D.
I don't know. The Greek Freak, man, like he's very impressive to watch him play, to watch him soar. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He is pretty intense to watch. Durant, like I get it with him because he is nice like that because he's so like everywhere. Like I feel like he's got a little bit of inside game, outside game, like but I don't know.
Continue on. Go ahead.
I just think something's going on with Durant mentally, and I just think like somehow he can't get out of his own way in big spots. And I think the Greek Freak at a young age is starting to learn how to deal with that pressure of having to win all the time. You know what I mean? So I think that he's probably the best player. I mean, number-wise, he definitely is. So, but I think in this case, it's true. The numbers are not lying. He is the best player in the league. Shout out to Ginger Red, man, and Sosa out here sharing the live and all that. I'm getting like little notifications on my phone and all that. So salute to y'all. I appreciate that. Next on my list, before we get to some music stuff, I got some other stuff to get to. Not really that way, but like I wanted to ask you about this whole mystical situation, and not just mystical per se, because we had a really good conversation, Blackout and I, right in the pre-show. You know, if y'all don't know, Mystical for like the third time has been charged with allegedly, raping and choking out and all types of violent things towards a woman. That he's got to deal with now in court and all that. So let that play its way out. But what we got to talking about is like, I get a little perplexed and confused that why do celebrities get caught up in that sort of situation, right? Because from my point of view, you could simply say you could basically get any other girl you want. You know what I mean? Like, why this? Why gotta be this one? Like, that's stupid. There's 17 girls down the block that'll do anything with you. You know what I mean? But you had to mess with this one. Like, it always like throws me for a loop, because it's like, when is enough enough? When is a life just good enough that you found some fame, you found some fortune, you found some goodwill, you found some business in doing something that you love. In his case, it was music. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me why these people in those positions would need to force themselves on people. So when I said something like that, Blackout, you were saying, if you want to recap what you were saying in response to that, so we could have that discussion.
I think you got to remove the sex act or the sexual activity from the equation. It's not about sex. So let's have a quick conversation. I don't want to go super deep.
No,
quick conversation. Outside of celebrities, I think criminal analysts, because that's a job, right? People who study criminals and how they think in their mind and all that kind of good shit. Policemen, whoever would tell you that rape is more of a crime of power and less about sexual gratification. It's less about the actual act and what you get from it, right? That whatever you want to call it, the orgasm, and it's more about the I did this to somebody. It's more about a power play and how you feel. And that's not my opinion. This is what if you Google that shit, that's what you're gonna find. If you talk to police and investigators and psychoforensic people, that's what they say. Not every single time. There's no such thing as a rule. That's always a rule. But a lot of times it's about power. And not even just physical overpowering. It's like, can you manipulate somebody? Can you talk somebody out of their drawers? Can you sometimes it's just straight up, can I just physically impose myself on somebody? And that's just the way that they do it. Fair enough. My point when we had this conversation was that I don't think it's like Mystical can't get a girl. And I'm not saying he's attractive. That's not the point. I'm saying that, just being Mystical, enough people know you that you can go outside and probably get some ass. Fair? For me, I think it's the people that who don't give a fuck about your celebrity, who don't care about your money, who ain't just going to do the most because you are you. And I think for people who are in positions of influence or power or whatever the case may be, they more like, fuck you. How dare you? I brought up the point about like, this ain't just weirdos and like C-listers getting bagged with this, right? Deshaun Watson, who was a Pro Bowler, throwing mad touchdowns. You're a quarterback in the NFL, which is one of the few positions in the NFL where you actually are known by your face. Like the average person can't tell you what Christian McCaffrey looks like. Like you got to be a sports fan to know, but they all know what quarterbacks are, right? So Deshaun Watson, when you get 24 alleged acts of you hiring masseuses and then letting your penis touch them inappropriately, that's not even a crime. It's a crime, but it's not even like a thing that makes sense. That's weird. It's super weird. It's like you're getting off in a really weird way. But it's not just him, like this Mystical thing, or you talk about Kobe, right? Like Kobe at the time of his impropriety was probably the best basketball player in the league. Period. Like this, you know what I mean? Like early 2000s, he was that guy. Jordan had just retired, and he was out in Colorado forcing himself on people. One of the most
popular people in the country.
On the planet. He's one of the few people who are globally recognized for who he is and what he did. And say what you want, it ain't like his wife was like some slouch. His wife is beautiful, and that wasn't the problem. Like he just was like, from my perspective, how dare somebody not want to give me the buns? I'm me. And I think that level of hubris is what gets people into those situations. Does that make sense? Because I really think that for a celebrity, and I mean an actual celebrity, not somebody that most people don't know, but a celebrity, like maybe people who are 15 don't know who Mystical is, but you're 30 and up, you know Mystical, right? He can go outside and just find somebody and get down. Yeah. Maybe he shot his shot and she rejected him. He was like, "What the fuck? I'm me." Like Luda said in the song, "How you not gonna cut, bitch? I'm me." And I think that sums it up. Like Deshaun Watson's like, I'm Deshaun Watson. I'm worth a couple hundred M's. You not gonna give me none? I can't touch you with my penis. Like, I really think it's that simple. It's a power thing. Like, how dare you not, let my celebrity be enough for you? Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't. Shout out to Chris Pullett's dope brother in the area who's got his band and all that. He's performing tonight, but he says he's gonna watch or he watched already Point Gods, the greatest New York documentary on New York point guards. He wants to come on and talk to us about that if we have watched that. Did you watch that yet?
Nope, but New York definitely got some point guards.
Yeah.
From Telfar to Marbury to Sham God to Skip to My Lou. We got them in spades.
We just don't have them now.
Facts. It's different.
Shout out Chris Pullitz, man. The Pulitzer Prize is the name of the band. So I guess I can sum up what we were just talking about. My thoughts on that, and I do not agree with what you were saying, and it doesn't make it okay. It just adds a little perspective on why this stuff is happening, right? So, but from my point of view, you know, I know that, you know, people are just greedy people, and we're basically, humans are basically evil at the core, right? So like they're going to see people with money, and women are going to look at them as targets, nothing more than a target to try to get this dough from them. And they'll say and do anything to try to get some of that money. You know what I mean? So that being known and happening often, right? I always look at things skeptically. I ain't gonna lie, man, when it's like, oh boy, here we go. It's like, I do kind of subscribe to the whole, you know, innocent until proven guilty. Like, y'all want to throw the book at everybody when something come out, but like, can we just let this story play out? But you're a heathen if they're talking about rape, though. You know what I mean? So like, that part I never really fully understand. You know what I mean? But I do the wait and see. What's that?
When you innocent, you fight. See, I ain't never, all these motherfuckers be settling out of court because they did that or something close to it. I'm dead ass. I hear what you're saying, Gabe, but I want to make this clear because I feel like it's easy to side with the celebrity in this case because, like, how could they, right? Until you realize that Chris Brown beat Rihanna ass because she didn't want to give him no action one night and he was in his feelings. Like, yo, but explain that, right? Like you with the princess of R&B, pop, whatever you want to call it at the time, and you were basically like the prince of the same genre. Y'all like the ideal couple, and one night she don't want to give you no action, and you beat her ass. You tell me that has nothing to do with your hubris and your power and your fame and the fact that I'm Chris Brown, I can go outside and get it. Like, you think R. Kelly couldn't go fuck everybody at his concert for the most part, but he doing this shit with somebody who ain't got the common sense to say no because they're young and it's not a power play.
Right. It's
a power play, bro.
Right.
I'm not saying no woman's ever accused a man of some shit and it was false. What I'm saying is that they didn't lie by saying Deshaun Watson hired me as a masseuse and brought me to their room. Every single person would have gripe this thing happened. And all their stories are so similar, and no, they don't all talk. No, they don't have all the same lawyers. It's not like that. When they first bring it up, their stories are almost identical. How the fuck do they know before people come forward? How do they know the details? Because he did the same shit to all of them.
Right. But Black, okay, there's 27 of y'all. Sure there is. Okay, but listen, from my point of view, right, I think everything was all good with Deshaun Watson, right? Everything that happened until one chick, or maybe one chick and her friend from Atlanta or whatever, right, didn't like it and was like, this is an opportunity. Like, one, you're violating me. Two, I'm gonna get paid from this because you.
Sure, but it's still wrong.
Right. But I think it's wrong that the other 25 that had no problem with what happened, they were cool with it. They got their tip, they were happy. Now they're gonna come back and be like, oh, me too.
That's not fair,
Gabe. The Me Too thing stops. That's where I get mad. Cause I'm like, no, y'all were okay with this.
I hear that's not fair to say that they were okay with it, because I can clearly see, like imagine this, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. You work for somebody, you have a boss, and you go to work one day, and that man, I don't know, put his hand on your thigh and rubbed a little bit, which might seem odd, but that shit happens more frequently than people think, right? Nothing else. He just rubbed your thigh. You looked at him. He looked at you. He kind of got the vibe like, all right, you wasn't fucking with it, and he moved away. You don't think that you go immediately run to the HR office, or you might sit on that because it makes you feel weird. Like, I clearly see people in those positions be like, that shit happened. I don't even know what the fuck to do in this situation. I'm not saying that everybody was like that who said something about Deshaun Watson. I'm saying that is plausible to me. Like, this man just let his dick touch me several times. What do I even say? Why the fuck is he doing this weird shit? Because that crime don't even make sense. It's so weird to do that. It's so weird to do that. Like, this is how you getting off. I wouldn't know what the fuck to say. I don't subscribe to they was okay with it. Why didn't you say something earlier as if that didn't happen? I think it's more like, I can't believe this shit happened. I'm never fucking with you again. And you're more likely to step away. And then when you realize that this nigga's a serial, penis toucher, then it's like, nah, he got to pay. And then you get the battery in your back and then want to do something. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I think that's slippery, Gabe. I understand your point. Do I think there's people that take advantage of celebrity and look for any opportunity to get the bag? Yes. Do I think that 26, 24 people, all of them made it up? Fuck no, I do not. I do not. Do I think that all of them got the same exact treatment? No, I don't. I think that there was clearly a few of them who jumped on and was like, yo, I can just say this because at this point it's so many. Nobody going to dissect this. You know what I mean? I'm going to get me a little coin. But I also believe that where there's smoke, there's fire. Ain't no such thing as smoke without fire. Not in this scenario. Like, you did some shit. You made somebody super uncomfortable. They spoke up, and you probably did it several times. Because to do something that specific, like I get a masseuse and then let my dick touch them. You feel me? Yeah. That's fucking weird, and it's very specific. Like, that's a weird thing to do, and it's very specific. So like, nah, you might be thinking maybe it's an accident. Maybe I turned him on. Maybe I rubbed them too close. And then you hear the story like, oh, this happened to 10 other people. Now it's like, nah, that motherfucker played me. It wasn't no accident, because he probably was like, my bad, I'm sorry during the massage. But then when you hear others come forward, it's not like, that's bullshit. He got me. I'm gonna go get his ass too. See, I look at it different because it makes sense to me.
What's weird to me?
Talk about it.
Is the fact that why are you going to the masseuse for that though? For any stripper USA would be like, okay.
Which also makes it more that's what I'm saying. It's like a perfect crime though. As a masseuse, I'd be more likely to be like, maybe it was an accident. When he says sorry, maybe it is sorry. Because why would you do that? Why would you hire me and then try to get your rocks off? Maybe it was an accident.
It doesn't make sense. The other side of this celebrity thing is what Bravo's saying is that, most times these crimes deserve the lengthiest sentences, yet they get off easily. In most places, they rather lock hustlers up in crime. It's crime, but there is a difference. I agree. Yo, what up, God? Ice to God in the building. Angie's in the building. Angie also said she thinks it's both. She thinks it's the power, money, and all the weird shit. Like,
well, you don't get money from being a sexual predator. So I don't. To me, it's only power. You don't get bread doing this. You get broke doing this. Look, if Vince McMahon just lost his company because he had to step down because he was doing the most with fucking interns. Like you worth millions, hundreds of millions. If it's that serious, just get an escort, get an OnlyFans, go outside and put 1,000 in the air, and somebody will come through and give it to you. The fuck is you dealing with interns for? Your old rusty ass. What are you shitting where you eat for? Like this is what I'd be like. Vince McMahon got enough bread that if it wasn't true, he fighting it and crushing anybody. If it didn't happen, he's fighting it. It all happened. So he steps away. And this happens so frequently. To me, it's all power. It's all power. Like when the fucking president is getting top in the Oval Office and his wife is across the hallway. Why? Bro, Bill Clinton, your president, getting top in the Oval. Why? Tell me why, Gabe.
Especially there.
You can go anywhere in the world you want to with Secret Service, and they'll set up the meetings for you. They'll help you cheat. It's their fucking job to do whatever the fuck you tell them, as long as it ain't illegal. They will, but for real, they'll tell you, like, they'll help you cheat. We going here and bring my mistress here, and I'm gonna meet them there. You in the Oval Office getting dome. You getting whiskey in the fucking White House. The fuck is you doing? So nah, bro, it's too much of this impropriety that goes on for it to be like some shit that's just fleeting and passing. I think old people with power, young people with power, white, black, it doesn't matter. I think the power itself is what it is. It's not even about the intoxicating. Yeah. I can just I'm the president, so top me off. Like, what do you even say to that if you were like an intern like Lewinsky? Like, no. And you probably be like, nah, I'm gonna do that. He's president.
Here's the evil part of that.
Talk about it.
I bet you every freaking president before him got domed by the intern in the Oval Office. He just got caught.
Got caught.
But I bet you that's a thing. Oh,
I agree.
The third intern in line is the one that's going to blow you, Mr. President. Just so you know.
I agree. And if you think Trump wasn't over there at Mar-a-Lago because he was there every weekend, getting some run in the beach house and the bathhouse, you crazy. He was doing all that.
All that.
And if you think, and I love Obama, and if you think he ain't cheat, you wrong. He cheated. I don't care. He cheated. He cheated. He loves her. He cheated.
Blast me for blasphemy right here.
Talk about it.
I don't find Michelle Obama attractive.
You're wild.
The rest of the world really does. Go ahead.
Michelle Obama, go back and look at when he got it inaugurated and look at Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama carries herself in a way that makes her more attractive. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
There are people.
She's a woman. She's a woman.
Physically like a 5, but the way that they carry themselves elevates them. She carries herself so well.
She does. Elegant.
She's appealing. Yeah.
But she's not hot though.
Nah, I wouldn't call her hot.
Yeah,
But like I wouldn't want Ivanka Trump, even though she's clearly an attractive, but she's an attractive woman. But I wouldn't want her.
Though. This is not a plastic woman. Her daughter, yeah.
Okay.
The daughter, yeah. Why not?
Stop it, Gabe. She's like 12. Stop it.
No, she's not.
Oh, stop it, Gabe.
Not the one that was on the show. She's like 30 years old.
Stop it, Gabe.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
So the Beehive was somebody came over and hit the Beehive with a stick. They was mad.
I'm a whole grown man. What the fuck is the Beehive?
Wow. So the Beyonce fan club lost they minds. Yo, it's so crazy with certain celebrities, man. And that's why that's a nice transition to this, right? You know, Beyonce has such a fan base that they will get upset if you mess her money up. like as if it was their dollar. You know what I'm saying? They were so upset that her album got leaked too early. Rage, the little scene, like, wow, man. You know what I mean? So Beyonce drops her joint, man. Did you get a chance? Because I know you was busy. Did you let it play while you were doing things?
I listened to some of it, but I had to stop.
Right.
Cass summed it up very well. It's cookout music. This ain't a Beyonce album. This is cookout music. This is the shit you play at a cookout, and it's in the background playing, and everybody's like doing this in the background while they're talking to you. It's just listen to it again, bro. The next time you grill, it's perfect. It's a perfect fit. It's cookout music. Dead ass. Cookout music.
So are you saying she made a mood music?
She made a summertime cookout album for urban folk.
And what about this overall I guess the notion that it's like like she's going for dance?
But it's not dance. It's cookout music. There's a difference between like straight dance, hall EDM. Like, yeah, it's you can dance to it. It's dance music, but at a cookout. It's not at a. You don't go to a dance club and dance to this. Does that make sense? The word dance don't mean can you dance. It literally means a certain kind of tempo and beats. Like Drake made a dance album, right? Because the tempos fit. Beyonce made songs you can dance to, but you listen to them at a cookout. Go play the album and you'll see exactly what I mean.
I ran it through. It's like there's nothing really to hate on with the album because there's nothing. I didn't hear anything bad.
But there's no meat on this bone. There ain't nothing to it. It's just dance.
I was listening to it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I was listening to it, and I'm just now getting into like the second half of it. I haven't heard Jay yet, but what I have heard is I feel like I'm listening to Jay. Like he's got to do some writing for her, right? Like he's got to. Can't hide one of the greatest writers of our time, bro. I hear her saying things, and I'm like, Jay wrote that.
You could tell. But I mean, she bit from a lot of niggas. Like even like you saw the shit with Khalees, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
Bro, Beyonce can sing. So I'm more interested in what does Act 2 look like? Is Act 2 an R&B album? Because I don't want this. Like I don't this low hanging fruit, the shit that her and Drake just did. Like we're gonna just give you these beats that make you want to go like this, you know, Night at the Roxbury, but have no substance. I don't want this shit. This is not good, interesting music, and it's a bad use of your talent. Right? You feel me? Like Beyonce can sing, so why the fuck are you putting out this repetitive shit that has no throughput, no consistent tone? It's just this.
Are you? Let me ask you though. So we're coming from the right spot, right? Are you a Beyonce fan? Are you a fan of Beyonce's music?
Love Beyonce. Love Beyonce's music. I'm one of the dudes who would proudly like play her in my car. Like her shit slap that hard and it's that good to me. Like when Beyonce's Beyonce, it hits.
Ice is saying that Act 2 is R&B and 3 is country or vibe.
That'd be dope. I want to hear Beyonce R&B album because that's gonna be fire. If she do drop a country project, it's gonna go. It's gonna go because she sounds Southern when she does that Houston, Texas fucking accent. Like she can get that off. I hear what you're saying, Bravo. I was gonna say I hear what Bravo is saying about the direction music's going. But like Beyonce don't gotta sing about the trap, bro. It's Beyonce. She can just sing, period. I wish she would sing more. Just sing. This rap talk shit that she's doing now, it's like, come on. Rappers ain't even doing rap talk.
We got our guy from you. Shout out anything it is in New Zealand joining us. I love when we got New Zealand in the building, man. That just makes me feel special. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's joining us. We got a song by a dude named PHAZAR. Song is called Feels. And then we got some from ARROYO. That one's called Don't Be Surprised. Johnny, I'm hitting you with the email right now.
I don't know. Ice supposed to we supposed to pop out this weekend. Right. Ice taking me out for drinks and right, Ice. It's on you, right? Be outside.
What you mean? Wait, what happened, Johnny? Beyonce PR emailed me about my kids. Was her auntie Miss Sure? What? What does that mean? What's good?
Beyonce's people, Beyonce's PR people, who is one of them is her aunts, reached out to him about his kids' music. That's what he's saying.
Cass said you out of mind. This music is fire from Beyonce.
No, just Cass likes the beats, and Cass likes the beats, and he to just say that.
Telling her what she
like. It's like saying like, all right, can who's a better rap? Can Gucci Mane rap, or does he just sound good on certain records?
No,
like Gucci Mane can't rap. He just sounds good on certain records. All right, this is good beats. It does this, but you're not singing none of these songs in a year. You're not singing none of this shit. You'll go back and sing Halo until you die. Halo, hey. You'll sing Beyonce songs till you die, but you're not doing this music next year. You don't give a fuck. This ain't substance. Be legendary. Be great. Just make your music. Make Drake songs. Don't do this no more. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you? Usher should be Usher. Just sing, nigga. Don't ever do fucking sing rap. Just be Usher. When you a legend and you paved your lane in this game, people will continue to accept what you excel at. And that's one of the reasons why I like Benny. Like Benny, like you a fucking rapper. If Benny starts singing, I'm done with you. I don't want no more Griselda albums. That's lame. Like be you. Like I'm a rapper. And I may dabble with some melodies every once in a while, but I'm gonna keep fucking rapping until I can't rap no more. You heard me? That's what I am.
Right.
And I'm not saying you shouldn't evolve, but I'm saying that I can evolve my rapping style. I don't have to go sing. Nigga, I don't sing. I fucking rap. So I'm a rap.
I get that. Johnny, are you I sent you the link to join the show. But the way I'm reading it, you're the one who's like helping produce this stuff. You're not the actual artist, which is cool. Come on, we'll talk about it. But if Phazer's going to join us, that'd be dope too. So make forward him the link because I can have 4 people on the screen if we need to have it that way. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate you. So what are you saying here? You're saying, yeah, it blew us away. It validated our belief in our kids' music. Oh, there you go. So Beyonce's PR people reached out to Johnny about his music is what he's saying. That's pretty dope. Be careful. Be careful where they show some contracts in your face. Make sure you read that little fine print. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Fat
I ain't
Joe
even
and Jada
lying.
been hitting me up. Fat Joe and Jada been hitting me up every week to get on this project they producing. Every week they hit me up my DMs and
right?
IG. Every fucking week. Fat Joe and Jada Kiss. It's crazy.
What you gotta do? Just like quick little 2,500 to get the 16 on there.
I'm just never paying for that slot. I'm just not gonna do it. Listen, I don't know if they got like a traumatic brain injury, but it's always the same. They be like, "What's good, yo? Dope shit.
Yeah.
Got this opportunity for you." It's like they all talk the same. Maybe that's like how rappers talk in the low. I don't know about it, but I'm never gonna pay for that slot.
What is the number though? Is it 2,500?
It depends on what opportunity they got for you. So you got the opportunity where they host the mixtape, and that's $750 for that slot. But if you want the feature, it's 5 racks. But if you bring something really dope, it's 2,500 if you do it right now today only because he's in the studio. So if you want it right now, today only, he's in the studio. But tomorrow he won't be in the studio because he don't have a studio to go to at his crib. So today only, send that 2,500 and he's gonna give you that 16. You feel me? And if you want him in the music video, it's 10 racks. You could do that right now. 10 racks.
10 racks for everything, the 16 and the appearance?
No, it's separate. 10 racks for the appearance, and you got to pay for the ticket and get his rider filled. That means he wants Douce and he wants Poland Spring Water. But listen, you still got to pay $750 for the 16. You heard?
Laughing out dead ass. Kaz, Jada. I remember Jada got hit up. I think it was a couple of years ago on this show. They were saying that they got hit up, they got a little excited, and realized it wasn't about nothing at all. Poor
it was
people
about
out here. Why are they messing with us, man?
I can show you my DMs right now with the atrocious. So bad. Even the ones where it's them trying to tap in. Oh, we must got a delay between us. It's cool. Even the ones that where it's them trying to tap in, you almost don't even want to respond because it's like, I don't even believe you at this point. You could tell the difference when when you're talking to like Nino Man. Right, because I talk to Nino Man in the DMs. We talk because he's actually a cool ass dude, and then you can tell when it's like his PR guy or his homie because the convo is different. Like Nino Man is like, "It's good, kid." Like, all right, bet, and then you just chat. But the PR man is like, "Yo, you fire, son," and like you know who don't do that? These rappers, they don't talk to you that way. they keep it a bean. Right. They don't think nobody's fired but them. You feel me? So like, nah, the energy's different. I'm gonna shut up.
All right, so let's get Johnny, let's get you and Phaser locked in. Click on those links, and we're gonna do this now. I need to know if the motherfucker Jay Arroyo is in the building. If he is, he's been stupid quiet in the comments today. What's going on? Jada told me 800 to repost. Like, Jada, you a legend and all, but you can't make yourself pop. The fuck you gonna do for me?
Well, he been trying to pop millies for 6 years and it ain't working. So like, nah, you're not gonna help me, Jada. I'm good. I'm gonna keep my little 800. You ain't pop millies and millies can rap, so I'm good.
Listen, man, we were saying like you know, sometimes it's not even about having the connection. It's about, can you even vibe with this person? Can you even like exist in the same room with this person? Build, because if you can't, the connection is worthless. It's pointless.
Yo, I said that's not Kiss, son. Let it go. Straight to it, bro. That ain't Kiss. That ain't him. You know what I mean? That's security. Chill. Yo, but real talk, like they security niggas be managing their shit and getting bread from niggas for real. They be doing that, which is crazy. Because Joe talked about that too. Yeah.
You see what I said there?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? That's
you there, bro?
4 rappers. Yeah, I'm there. I was waiting for you to talk. It's like 4 rappers sold their gram so they could do that. That's insane, man. That's not cool.
Jada not the one that can do that either way. He ain't never had an artist work, bro. But hold up, like Bravo, you it's factual, right? But it's kind of crazy because like how you ain't pop J Hood? Like Hood could rap. Like how you ain't pop Nino when Nino can rap? Like McMillies is unique. I mean, he's a white dude that rap, but I mean, he actually can rap a little bit. You feel me? Like how you not pop? Like he couldn't even pop the other niggas in the locks, and they okay. We all know Sheik trash until like recently, but hold up, bro. For 15 years, Sheik Luch was dirt, and then all of a sudden he touched 40 and it changed. He started washing styles. But look, 96, like 2014, Sheik was the worst nigga in the camp. Sheik was terrible. And then he touched 40 and it changed, and then now he making styles look bad. You feel me? But like, yo, Jada ain't pop none of them niggas, which is crazy. Because we all respect his ear, we respect his pen, his talent. So why can't people of that ilk get you off? Not no funny, no pause, you know what I'm saying? But how come he can't pop an artist? Even with talent, how come? How he the plug for local rappers because he'll get in your joint for 2,500, but can't pop nothing. What's up with that?
I think that his fan base is not a commercial face, so he's not the right person to pop anybody.
You're right.
Jada's the right person to get you. Jada's the right person. If he was to say to you, "Yo, Blackout, I'm really feeling your music. I think you probably, I've seen you perform it. I want you to go open." That's how he can get you.
Get you right in the street. He'll make the club give you slots and shit like that. But you still got to get somebody from like Warner Music or somebody to fuck with you. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like you try to use these rappers in its most useful, like if it's Eminem just got to say your name. And that's a rap. People are gonna know you. They're gonna start following you.
Exhibit 1, D12. Like he had 8 niggas that could rap somewhat and couldn't none of them get off. Like, nah,
they have an
Obi Trice
album, brother.
Bobby Creekwater. Bro, stop it. That's because of M. Obi Trice, Bobby Creekwater. Bro, one of the top five rappers of all time is in Bad Meets Evil. You know what I mean? 5'9", and he couldn't get that nigga to be mainstream. Nah, M ain't the touch either, bro. Not even a little bit. Because 5'9", if anybody could have done it from that era, 5'9" would have been that dude. And while he had moderate success, he ain't got a top 10 hit to his fucking name. And his pen is godly.
Yeah, but are we really gonna consider popping off having to get to the god levels like Drake and Eminem? No, we're not.
What I'm saying is that D12 got a gold album and 5'9" got none.
He has a gold album?
Bro, stop. What I'm saying is that he did a collab album with Eminem in his prime.
Oh yeah,
and but the mainstream wasn't jacking that.
Yeah, you're wrong. I think that the hip hop community views Royce the 5'9" as one of them dudes, and they would not think that if it wasn't for the touch of Eminem.
Why he don't got a single top 10? Not one. He don't got one. A top 10 feature or song. He don't got neither.
I don't think. Well, they got. Didn't he do Lighters?
Bro, look it up. Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9" does not have a top 10 song in his whole fucking career. Even Joey Budden got one. Like,
for him by himself, you're saying?
Period. As a feature or as the main artist, he don't got one.
He has Lighters with Eminem, bro. I'm telling you.
That wasn't a top 10 song.
It was close.
Top 10 is hard. Think about what I'm saying. Top 10 is hard. I didn't say he never charted. I said top 10. He don't got a single one.
Johnny and these are doesn't mean click that link sent you in the email, and that'll get you so you could be on the show. So we could talk about this song when we do 3 the Hard Way. We ready to do 3 the Hard Way in just a few moments. So if Jay Arroyo's in the building, somebody tag him if he's not, because we got a song by him and we got PHAZAR's song. I got this all lined up, so we ready to go with 3 the Hard Way. Coming back to that conversation.
Good hooks, whole songs, not a. Yo, Ice, I hear what you're saying about Nickel, right? Here's what I'm saying though, bro. Twista got like a couple top 10 hits. Twista. And he was a nigga who was on the underground for 10 years because he could rap fast but couldn't pop through. And he figured it out. He figured out how to make a song. Like, I can't make a hook, so I'm gonna let Ye do it. Like, you just figure it out. Your talent, and you figure it out. Like, I'm gonna let Ye make the hook, and you get overnight celebrity. You feel me? Like Royce the 5'9" pen is God level. Meaning he is top tier in this industry when it comes to writing songs. And I agree. Not a lot of niggas can make songs. That's a difference, right? That's a talent. And we've said that. Like, dudes can't make songs. But if Twista, who you don't even know what the fuck he's saying, can figure out how to get a song off, why couldn't 5'9" when he literally every song Eminem put out for a decade was a top 10. Every song. And you do a whole album with the hottest dude in the game outside of Wayne during his heyday, bro. But still, you don't have one top 10, not one.
We gotta look at Lighters, man. I really think Lighters might have been a top 10. Cause wasn't that with Bruno's too? Wasn't that Bruno, M, and Royce?
Bro, that wasn't a top 10 song. Go look it up. It was a song that you like, but it wasn't a top 10 song. That's a different bar. That's pop level. Like, Drake got 40 something and Royce got 0. And Royce can out rap Drake. Like, that's what I'm saying to you, bro. Like, Drake got 67 of them, and Kendrick Lamar got like 8. Like,
thank you, Johnny.
It's different. It's different. Yeah.
I get it. So we got into that discussion. We were talking about who would have that kind of touch and to use them appropriately, right?
MJ ain't got it.
No, Jada much less than M though.
I agree, much less.
You know what I'm saying? I will say though that I think that that probably is, like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably a way better angle in play. Like, when these guys were to approach you, you have those conversations to try to get in on some of those shows. Like, yo, let me open up for you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of exposure to be had there. Maybe the crowd won't be as big or whatever because, you're just the opening act. But, there's going to be people in the building watching that will make a difference because of who you're opening up for. You know what I mean? And you get scooped up that way. You get developed that way. And those shows and those interactions with those type of people will pay dividends in the future if you really about that life. You know what I'm saying?
But you right, but it's not. Here's what I'm saying to people, and people might not want to hear this, but I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. It's not enough to get the look and the opening act. You got to have the song already, right? So, like, you look at another person that I actually know, Black Boy JB, right? Black Boy JB had his school going dummy because Look Alive was like super fucking catchy and it just rung out, right? And Drake touches this record and you go and you get a top 5 hit, right? And when Drake removes his touch, you can't get nothing else to pop off. And he didn't stop making catchy songs. You feel me? But he needed the look and the catchiness to coagulate at the same time to make it go. So people who go and say, I'm about to go pay this, I don't know, $8,000 for a slot to open up for Fabulous, it's a waste of bread if the hood ain't already told you that your song is the one, it's a go. And that's different. So, like, for instance, when you watch and people, sometimes we have these conversations and people think that you like playing favorites. I'm not. I'm making this as an example. You listen to Ice go perform I Said What I Said, and you watch every room that he does that song in go brazy. So people telling him that's the one. So go open for Fabulous as an example and just do that song. That's how that's supposed to work. If nobody ever told you got one, and I mean seriously, nobody ever said you got one, that's the one. Don't go spend your bread opening up for nobody. It's a waste of time. You gotta have the one already, and didn't get the look. Getting the look and your song is regular and what it is ain't doing nothing. That's all I'm saying.
So, because people are talking in here, you want to go to some comments real quick? I got a phaser right quick. Hold me down those comments.
Bravo said monotone rap, no feeling. Royce laced substance during his prime. He didn't gain. Stop humming, Gabe. He didn't gain substance to Slaughterhouse. Whereas M had multiple personalities, voices, niggas rapping a monotone, never going to work at a high level. I hear you. I don't agree. You saying that Royce the 5'9", his delivery is what made him a flop, and I disagree. I understand what you're saying. I do, but I disagree. Have you listened to Nas rap? Because Nas is sleepy as fuck on a lot of records. He gotta really be inspired to go off. See, y'all don't want to hear these conversations. Nas sounds bored on lots of classic records. There's no energy. It's very monotone. It's very flat. And I would tell you that his pen and Royce's pen is equal. And I actually think Royce is probably better with the punches. I think Nas paints a good picture, but I think Royce is a better rapper than Nas. If you look at rapper meaning delivery and substance and showmanship put together, Royce the 5'9" is a better rapper than Nas. That doesn't mean I think that Nas ain't the bigger artist, had more success, is better at crafting songs, just on the technicality of how well do you rap. Royce versus Nas in a battle, Royce will eat Nas's lunch the way he raps. I believe that, but it's an opinion. I believe that. But on some of Nas's biggest hits, he is flat as fuck. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. And he got hits where he's rapping like, sex in the dresser. No, mention. And it's just flat, monotone delivery. And it's like, yeah, that's Nas. He does that. He does that. You feel me?
People love that.
He says Nas usually doesn't work. But yeah, but Nas got like 20 top 40s. Like, it works enough. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It works enough.
Let's see what's going on here. So I don't like Nas. Don't bring him up. It's interesting that like sometimes it's hard for me to hear about my legends, from the new crowd out here. Talented MFer, but if it's only 10%, that's only 10% of it. 90% of this is just having a team that's on teams and money to back it up. It's true.
Not if you ask Glorilla, because she ain't have neither. She just twerked on the Jeep and it went viral.
Boy, not
she
it.
Ain't have a team or no bread.
Talk about it.
She just twerked on the Jeep.
Nas usually doesn't work.
Dej Loaf just said, "Let a nigga try me a lot." She ain't had no money. It just worked.
Are you in the camp that believes AZ smoked Nas every time they got together?
Yeah, 7 out of 10 times, yeah, AZ smacked Nas, which is crazy. At a certain point, Nas surpassed him, but in the beginning, AZ used to whoop Nas' ass on the mic. I believe that. I agree with you, 100%. Nas, as he refined what he was doing, got better. In my opinion, he got better. Even though Illmatic is a classic and that's his first. I'm sorry, Illmatic and It Was Written, that era, those are classic albums to me. He got better. He evolved as an artist, and he sounded better on I Am. He sounded better on Stillmatic. He sounded better. He sounded more coherent. The songs were better to me. That doesn't mean that those albums ain't classic, but in the beginning, AZ would wipe that nigga every time.
We've talked about AZ on this show, and I have an admiration for him. I think he's good, and we've had the conversation on how come AZ didn't pop. You know what I mean? Probably because the reasons that Royce didn't pop.
I think Royce got more charisma than AZ, but that ain't saying much because Royce do look like the dry eye guy sometimes. Even in his interviews, he be just chilling with the dumbass Dwayne Wayne glasses on, being stupid. He boring. So I get it. But still, you got a collab album with Eminem. You should have a top 10. Bro, Eminem in his prime, bro, was gold. Everything he touched was a go. You should have a top 10, at least one record. You never got one. Even just Eminem personality couldn't carry you to one. That says a lot about you as an artist. You suck.
You gotta have the juice.
You feel me? Yeah.
You gotta have the juice, I said. And then he said, you got it or you don't. Kissing them will get you in the door. You gotta hold it down and do the rest. That's a big fact. Just saying, and I've said this on Facebook before for those who are listening, just being in the room ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got to carry it from there. You know what I mean? So we're going to be joined by PHAZAR very shortly. And that song says, I was about to say there are a few that crack through the concrete, but it's a small majority of the talent that's there in God. I missed that out of context. On God. Oh, on God. Got you. What's you saying, Bravo, about life? Bro, Life's a Bitch was despicable.
Yeah,
why? Because
I agree with that statement. Huh?
I don't know if it was despicable. That's pretty harsh, Bravo.
No, that's not negative, bro. Come on, Gabe. You're letting your gray hair show. Chill. That's not what he means.
I agree. Let's see. Let's keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Who have they
Let's
gotten
see.
through the door? Are you talking about M and Jada? I'm assuming.
Yeah. I am, and it was in my favorite Nas projects. Yeah, I could go with that. Me personally, I'm too nostalgic, so I always love the first Illmatic. It was written was dope though. It was written was dope, super dope.
You know my listen, but you know my saying. I think I Am is his best album. I think it's the most
Yeah, I know.
well-rounded album.
I
Yeah.
know.
And I don't even think it's close. Like I Am is his most well-rounded album.
AZ left Nas so crazy on that record. He did though.
That ain't
He
saying
really
much though,
did.
because it's Nas. Like the bar is low. Like
No,
Nas is not a
stop it.
good. Come on, bro. You know how I feel. Nas don't make good records. Like
You
he
love
needs to.
Nas though.
No,
What's
I
crazy
love
is that
Nas.
you love Nas.
But that's the crazy part, right? Like he need to just go fuck with Premier. Let Premier make all his beats. Like yo, rap on this, or go get Hit Boy again and say, Hit Boy, please tell me what to rap on. Like Nas ain't got the ear, bro. He's horrible. He don't got the fucking ear. He's trash.
Yeah, before we get into Three the Hard Way, I just want to shout out the sponsors out here. Marino's Barbershop, salute to you. For all your hairstyling needs, you go see Rusty, you go see Sal, you see Marino, and then Allcrete. You know, if you need anything done with concrete, if you're looking at concrete and it's cracked up or don't look right, or you want it to look nice, you want to put a nice finish on it, that's why you call Allcrete. They come through making nice. Residential, commercial, it don't matter. They've made showroom floors for dealerships and all. You know, you walk in a dealership and the streets and shine beautiful, it's got speckles in it and all that. Crete does that. So
That's
you got
what's
anything
up.
like that, hit them up.
I was going to say, bro, how we figured about 50
I'm
Cent?
gonna bring in
because M does get that as the cosign, as the plug-in. 50. You can't, like, he got 50 in. Yeah.
all right, so take it back when you said I was wrong.
Yeah. He
I'm
got
right.
50 in.
I was right.
50 had a
3-4
turn
year
that
run. Phone sideways, brother. Turn that phone sideways so you fill up that screen, cuz. Turn that phone sideways. You'll see. You'll see. Turn it sideways. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna
R.I.P. Biggie.
let it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Let's go down. Let's go down and check out some of these. You guys have been talking in here. Holy shit. All right. They ain't fuck with nobody good.
After M signed them Ice, that line came after M had signed 50. And it was after, but it was also after How to Rob. It was after How to Rob, yeah.
Torch and run, he said. I fucking love it. And what's Bravo talking about? 50? Yeah, you right. You right with that, Brav. Good point, sir. Thank you for correcting us. We must have lost our marbles. He gets to the door and look. All right. Let's see.
I mean, Eminem made Anthony Mackie a star. He made Papa Doc pop for real.
I was saying that, Bravo, about M making D12 something.
D12 never worked. Stop. They had the one album and it never worked. It was just on MTV a lot. Stop it. That didn't work. By his own admission, go listen to Kamikaze. He'll talk all about that whole run with him and D12. It never fucking worked. Just because you know Purple Pills didn't mean it worked. It was just everywhere.
And, the Ice is talking about how because he had that How to Rob song right before he met and hooked up with M. So he's trying to say that Hove mentioned 50 before he signed with M. But is that really true though? Because
no, he was signed.
Huh?
He was signed.
I think he was signed, but nothing came out yet.
Right. Hove dropped that line, and 8 months later, Get Rich or Die Trying dropped. 50 was already signed.
Power of a Dollar was out already, and that was not with M.
Correct.
So right. What's Angie saying out here? Shout out Angie. you guys need to bring back the commentator extraordinaire. Yeah, we do, man. We really do. What you know about that, Angie?
I said this. I already said this, Angie. I told you, get your husband right. I told him bring you back. He need to apologize and let you get back up here and do what you do.
I'm gonna bring this dude in real quick. Yo, PHAZAR, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Chilling,
Welcome.
man.
Hey, I'm really liking like the talk, especially from what's the homie's name?
Are you
King
asking what my
Blackout?
name is?
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I'm Blackout. You got to know my name if you're gonna be on my show, bro.
Blackout. Hey, sorry about that, man. Dad
It's all
just
good.
he just hit me up and I was just like, sweet, yeah, I'll jump in. I'm down. But like, yeah, I was just enjoying the talk, from you. I really feel that too, like yeah, it's commercialized to a point, and like real shit, like because that's what I really fuck with, like something that's therapeutic when I listen to it. Nice to the ear as well, like a good cadence, a voice, but actually like real shit. And I feel the industry these days it's crowded with bullshit, like money, guns, sex, and like that's just shit that pops, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let them know where you're from, man. This is like one of my proud moments on the show for Blackout and I. Where
Hey,
you from, brother?
we're international. We're in New Zealand.
There
If
we
you can't tell
go.
by my accent.
I love
For the
it.
people, so I got to tell you something, PHAZAR.
Yeah.
People in America are not good at geography. I'm gonna just talk about it. We don't know shit about geography. I know, but we don't know as
Do
a
you know what
country.
Australia is?
There you go. You got to tell them Australia because we don't even say New Zealand over here.
Bro,
We don't. Am I wrong, Gabe?
most
We don't say
people
it.
when I'm going into like reviews, they're like, "Oh, are you from Australia? That part in Australia?" I'm like, "Nah, it's a whole different country, man. We're a little country next to it."
That's what's
But
up.
honestly, like our whole country's like probably one of your cities, to be honest.
Right. What type of weather do you deal with year round in New Zealand?
We live in like it's like Chicago, so our one's called Windy Wellington.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we got
So
like
you
a whole
do.
it's like a Hollywood sign that has like a wind. It's like Wellington.
Gotcha. Okay. So you experienced the 4 seasons then in New Zealand?
Yeah, like not as crazy as it gets over there though. Like it's pretty nice over here. It's like real. This is pretty much raining all the time. Raining.
Damn, you got
Yeah,
a
pretty
mix of
much.
Seattle and Chicago over there. But I know the land is beautiful. I've seen gorgeous pictures of New Zealand. You have beautiful women over there too. So that's a good thing, right? Let's talk about this song, man. The song that I got sent was called Feels. Talk a little bit about it.
So yeah, this song I basically made it because basically I seen a situation about I usually write about me and my girlfriend and the things that we go through, but I seen a situation where it was my partner's brother, and basically it's all about him, like and me, every sort of man, like we fucked up, and like we're basically like we're at that point where we know we're gonna lose that person that we actually love. So it's basically like talking to her after that point where you fucked up and that like this is it, like this is my final thing. I'm putting it all on the line at the moment. So yeah, I basically read it about that, and I read it like 6 months ago, but I've been working on the mix and the master for about 6 months.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a like like I got high standards for myself. I got to be go to approved every time. But then at the same time, that does sting me in regards to releases. Like I haven't released anything for about a year now. But I'm waiting until my moment. There's no need to rush, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
There is, but at the moment, I just want to release on my own time.
For a little context, how long have you been doing music in total, or trying to do it professionally?
Probably since I was 14. So I'm 25 now.
Okay, got you. As far as the mix and stuff, me and Blackout and I have gotten accustomed to not critiquing the mixes too much, only because of the streaming side of it. And, you know, it's hard to judge somebody's engineering over this type of platform. So we touch on it a little bit if there's something glaring, but don't worry about getting beat up over the mix too much. So, all right, let's get into it. This song is called Feels. It's by PHAZAR. Tell us what you think in them comments, man. Let us know. Let me mute my mic and we're going to get on.
Let's go.
Tell me, baby, and I'll find a way, find a way. Put the blame on me, it's my mistake, my mistake. I can't just hide the way you make me feel. I'ma show you, girl, this time I'll keep it real with you. Baby, I'ma show I'm trying, and I know that's how I've been feeling hopeless, lying to myself. This a book, I'm on the wrong pages, and the stages to this life. I don't wanna end up strangers. You've had enough, I'll understand this. Hey, baby, you got something, keep reminding me of me. Said I got exactly what you need. We can run it back and push repeat. Find a way, don't they say? If at first you don't succeed, then try again. Can we just proceed? Cause I am not the same. I won't talk too much, let actions speak and show you I have changed. Cause I had a lot of selfish ways. Girl, I know what I done still remains. Said I fucked up and I lost love and I lost the trust you placed in me. But I hope and pray for the day I'll wait so patiently till I can see and say that I just gave you my last name. Wishing we would light the flame, fixing issues, trying to hide the way that ain't never work out. Someone say grace, we about to put it all on the plate for the things we need to face right now, right here. One leap, I promise. No more hiding problems, sweeping underneath the carpet. Ain't no building stress to me. Keep it honest. To speak your mind, that's when we releasing problems. Oh, yeah. Oh, na 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 na.
Whew, okay. So we have Feels by PHAZAR. He's in the building right now, joining us from New Zealand. Let me put this out there. Black, how you feeling about that song? You might.
I know. I'm muted and shit. Listen, I was over here getting to it. You feel me? I was in this motherfucker like, you know what I mean? I was in my fucking bag.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Listen, a dope sound, not what I was expecting. Right? Got some Post Malone vibes going on. Was that an influence for you? Like that way that he sounds on the record? And maybe I'm way off, but that's what it sounds like to me. Was that an influence?
Now what, like I like Posty, like I fuck with him, but it's more like, have you seen a Blast?
Yes, love Blast.
Yeah, like the lyric side was him, but then like more like rhythm wise, probably like Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, like, you know what I mean? Like that type vibe. But yeah, like I really fuck with like I said, Blast. So like I got a lot of inspiration to actually write, you know, like write down to the T like him, because I'm like, fuck, damn, that cunt, man. He's dope as fuck with his lyrics.
So let me tell you this: the record sounds really good. So give yourself a round of applause for that shit, because the record sounds really good, and that's not always the case. It sounds good. It sounds strong. How you feel about it, Gabe?
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I was not expecting, like, when the only thing I don't like about this song is how long it takes to get to the song. Like the intro is like double as long as I think it should be. I think it should get to the song a little quicker. But man, I like this song, man. I liked it when I was sitting there because, you know, you give a person a time to sit there and just you're waiting for it to come. And so I was getting to know, I ain't gonna lie. This is the way I listen to music, man. I should be in the record industry because I'm sitting there, I'm listening to it and I counted to like 4 and I'm like, this ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Now, I feel you. I've actually gotten mixed reviews on that too. Like half of the people are telling me like it's too, you know, like I just wanted to hit right then and there. But then like the other half is telling me, nah, man, like that's that type of song that needs that build up. And I'm like,
I
oh, you
think
know,
the
it's like
middle
mixed
ground.
reviews.
There's a compromise here, FaZe. You know what I'm saying? There's a compromise here. I think just half that time. I think it's perfect for that. You know what I mean? But I do like the song.
I would say just ad lib. I would say do riffs in the beginning.
On the way up. Yeah.
While that beat is playing, just do some riffs. I think that's to me, that's the middle ground.
There you
Let
go.
it still build, but just do some riffs.
I ain't mad at that idea either. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that idea either, doing some riffs over that while that's playing would be pretty dope.
It's too long for the joint to drop, especially with songs today are 2 minutes and like 10 seconds. That's a long build up.
Like you got to capture them, like there's like a window of like where people just walk away and they're like, oh, fuck this.
I'm telling you, and you hit that window. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? With me, I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, and then it hit. So like, luckily, like it's actually a good song. Like Black was saying, it sounds good. And I think where he's coming from with that is like, you know, sometimes we get music on here and it's like, we have to like dig into it a little bit or peep it from a certain perspective for it to hit us, right? With this song, like, I don't know, Black kind of gave me the same feeling when we first heard the young lady Erin Edeb. When I heard her joint, I liked her off rip, you know, and when I liked this joint made me like you, FaZe. I ain't gonna lie, man. I like the joint. I think it's got potential. I think you sound great. So keep it up, man. You know, as you progress and start coming up with more stuff, you know, don't be shy to send something to the email and come on the show and talk about it, man. We all about that life.
Not dope, man. I really enjoyed it too. Like, I appreciate you for taking the time and listening, honestly. And like the feedback, because I've, you know, me and my dad, we've been on a lot of like review shows, and it's all about Cash App or like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, that was gas. But honestly, I go in there looking for constructive criticism. Anywhere I can improve, anywhere I can, you know, build it up, because you know, it's all good getting like a pat on the back and like, you know, saying that you're good, but anybody can say that. Like anybody that's actually listening will tell you what, you know, what's good.
That's and I'll tell you what, man, we really appreciate that, Black and I do, because that's exactly where we're coming from. We were never here to knock anyone down. It was always about being constructive and just being real with it. That's why it's called 3 the Hard Way. You know what I mean? It used to be 3 songs to critique and say, you know, yes or no, and what we didn't like about it, but not just saying it doesn't really speak to me. Like, that's not going to work. We're going to have to, you know, tell you why we don't like this. You know what I mean? It constructively.
Gabe just did a callback.
Like, you know, everybody's got their, you know, own personal perspective, and everybody sees the world, you know, different. So not everybody's going to take constructive criticism the right way. But you know what I mean? No, you can either like fold to it or you can work with it. Like, it's your choice.
Last thing I got for you, and a little bit for Johnny too, because I want him to answer in the comments. But how did you hear about this show?
I shared it into the group, bro. One of the Facebook groups, and that's when he jumped in. At least his dad did.
So I got caught up through my dad, because he was busy at the moment. He said that he couldn't come through. And then he just told me that like, you know, he basically said some guys are like they look like they you know, like give real good feedback, and that's what I'm looking for. You know, like I said, I'm not looking for that like quick fix just to get somebody to listen to my song. I'm looking for that, like, anything that you can pick out, tell me, because I'm gonna have a look at it and see if I can do anything.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll take what Blackout suggested or I suggested about that beginning part, because that's really the only thing that I had to say. I thought the beat was on time. I thought the way you was hitting that was on time. I don't think you got out of the pocket. I don't think you I don't think you left the essence of the song at any time where it got weird. So I think you did very well. I would just say that first part. Black, you have any last thoughts on this gentleman or the song?
I'm gonna say some big words right quick, so I'm sorry. Look, the juxtaposition of your face and your hair and your physical attributes transposing this song are at so much of an odds with what you're doing. It's perfect. Like, bring that sound and your look together. It is so unique that no one's gonna expect that shit to come out of your mouth. It works in your favor, is what I'm saying. So like, I all the
it's like
time
a
that music,
in the face sort of things. Like, damn, oh shit.
music is a business, so you got to think about not just does the record work, but does the record work for the person that's trying to sell it. And so it's a reason why a lot of really good songwriters aren't the artists up front. It's the reason why like Neo was a writer for 5, 6, 7 years before he got his break, because people didn't think he could sell the records that he was writing. And this is a common thing in this industry. The fact that nobody expects that to come out of your mouth works in your favor. So market it as such. Be exactly who you are, making this kind of sound. Just don't get pigeonholed, right, into this kind of sound, if that makes any sense. Use it to break through.
I was just gonna touch on that. Like, I've got, honestly, I love I fuck with all sorts of different genres, from like old school to like rap to like, honestly, like I started off rapping, to be honest. Like, that was me. And yeah, and then like I kind of heard my cousin do some trap sort of vibes, and I was like, shit, I want to get on that melodic sort of feel. And then like that was about maybe 3-4 years ago, and then I've just been going hard at like practicing my melodic feel, but also touching base with like, I see, like I'm working on a rap song at the moment. It's called Make You Mine Now. So it's like, hey, I'm a puller, let me slide out. So ride with me if you know you finna ride out the side of me. It's sort of like I reckon it's a bit of a Drake sort of feel. I guess I've been told that. But yeah, like, you know, like I love switching up, like you said, like, you know, slapping people in the face with like how I look and, you know, how I sound. I love doing that with like, damn, is that the same person that was on that last track?
Right. Good, man. But listen, good shit, bro. Like I said, I pleasantly surprised, and I like the way this record sounds. I like the way it feels. It's a good record. I'm gonna run it a few times to kind of fill it out, because sometimes you got to let something sit with you to really dissect it. But on first listen, it's a good record. It sounds good. So you should be proud. I appreciate that. Just to say that real quick. What's your email? Like, I'd love to fucking like send you like, obviously you just don't have to play it right now, but like I'd love to like, yeah, for you to listen to like I'll send you like 5 like all different type songs, and it's basically like my EP.
You could just reply
that we gave you. Yeah.
You could just reply to the email that has that link there. Blackout and I both have access to that.
Yep.
I mean, now, yeah, because like I said, like honestly, I've been told like that's probably one of my strongest suits is my diversity.
No doubt.
But yeah, like I'm keen to hear what you say. Like, if he's got anything, like any more, you know, opinions on any of the songs or anything, yeah, just let me know. I'm down. I'm always down to hear the feedback.
Dope.
Good or bad.
Well, on the behalf of the audience here, we thank you for coming out, man. We love that the show has gone international, so thank you for being a big part of that. Shout out to your dad, Johnny. And, you know, we encourage you guys to check out the show, future shows, you know, and you guys sharing this on your Facebooks, that goes a real long way for the show. So if you could do that for us, we would love that, and become part of that audience with us. We would love to have you. And, yeah, send that email through, and thanks for coming on, sir.
Hey, thank yous as well. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm gonna give you a follow on all the socials too.
Okay, perfect. Salute, brother. All right, so that was PHAZAR. That was New Zealand in the building, man. That's a cool thing, man. I was definitely surprised when I heard that joint last week. I was like not expecting that. I dead ass Black. I was listening and I was like, okay, no. I was like, but let it keep playing.
I got you. But you know, we let it drop here. We listen here, and it hit right. That's what's up. Shout out to PHAZAR, man.
Absolutely. Bro, we are over time and all that. So next week we definitely have some ARROYO for you. I didn't see him in these comments today, but salute to everybody that came out here and joined us. We really appreciate you, and we will be back. We will be back. I don't know if I'll be back the week after though. The 16th is in question.
Jeez. This guy.
All right. 16th is in question. I ain't gonna lie. So
he never want to do his own show.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, Black. Anything you want to say before I run this last commercial for the evening, brother?
I'm just trying to get my new space ready, bro. I'm just trying to get my life together. You feel me? I got work to do.
Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed my new layout today. This is a little clean layout here, no?
I just feel like you're trying to steal my shine. You feel me? Like I ain't even got my posters up yet. They just on the floor and shit. And you even let me live. You're just trying to steal my shine with your little gray wall. You feel me?
Well, listen, I wasn't by the pool this time. I didn't flex on nobody. Yo, but salute to you, man, and everything you do. Congrats on what you're doing over there at the crib, and pulling for you, happy for you. So that's great, and looking forward to that invite. And I'll see you next week, brother.
And you heard what Angie said. You need to invite her back. So go make right.
I think, yo, the stars are lining up. The commenter extraordinaire might actually make an appearance next week. So this is gonna be lit.
Listen, on the 16th, if you're not going to be around, Angie can just take your spot. Me and Angie do the show.
Angie gonna be with me. That's why I won't be around the 16th.
That's the problem. She shouldn't be with you, but I hear you.
Yeah. Oh man,
you can go off.
Damn. Yo, Blackout, peace, my friend. I love you. Be well, man.
Yep. Peace.
One.
Marino's Barbershop, located in the Marshalls Plaza in Poughkeepsie, New York, right on Route 9, open 7 days a week. Contact them today, 845-454-7226 for all of your hairstyling needs, installation and repair of driveways, garage floors, patios, sidewalks, walkways, and stairs, stamped concrete, color, seal, and epoxy. All Crete is fully insured, 27 years of service. Contact today to get your quote.